And to Nigeria-China relations, Nigerian scholars and officials of the Chinese embassy in Nigeria have reaffirmed the importance of one China policy as a cornerstone of the China-Nigeria relations. Moyo Thomas reports.
Nigerian scholars have reiterated the centrality of the one China policy to bilateral relations between Nigeria and China, stressing its role as a bedrock of diplomatic, economic and strategic cooperation. China also is warning against any move towards Taiwan's independence, calling it a serious threat to its sovereignty and regional peace. The Chinese embassy reaffirmed its expectation of Nigeria's continued support for the One China policy, which remains the foundation of diplomatic ties between Nigeria and China.
The Chinese government and the people uphold the One China principle, resolutely oppose any conspiracies and aimed at splitting China, splitting the country and the nation, and firmly reject any attempts to create two Chinas, one China, one Taiwan, or pursue Taiwan independence. That's the first question I want to share that with you.
Nigeria also was among the 26 African countries. And just before this October, Nigeria and China had established diplomatic relations in February, on February 10, 1971. So within the same year in which we became diplomatic partners, Nigeria also participated very actively in having Taiwan and in having China back to the United Nations.
Taiwan should not be lured by any power to disrespect China or to carry out any form of secessionist movement. Because if it does this, it is repositioning itself to be like the Ukraine of Asia. It has been pushed by the United States of America and it has been abandoned by the United States of America. So Taiwan should be very cautious and be very careful not to emerge as another Ukraine.
Other speakers called for continued dialogue and stronger people-to-people exchanges between Nigeria and China, while urging policymakers to stay committed to principles that uphold peace, sovereignty and mutual development. Moyo Thomas, TVC News, Abuja.